As I mentioned before in one of my earlier videos, I was born during the Disney Renaissance, when probably like some of the most important Disney films were released. One of these being The Little Mermaid. This was such a powerful and enjoyable film that it will have a lasting effect for years and years and years. But with the good comes the bad. Now, I don't mind when people have legitimate criticism against Disney. I think when Disney does something wrong, you should be able to call them out on it. Like, when we finally get a black princess, she's a frog for like 90% of the film. That's not entirely progressive. But when I see people complain about The Little Mermaid, mostly about Ariel leaving the ocean and getting legs just for a man, and she didn't have a good reason, I want to tell those people, did you watch the movie? Let's go back to the beginning. Ariel was interested in new and different things since the very beginning. She likes to explore sunken ships even if they're dangerous because they're filled with human things. She loves human things. She has a whole collection of human things. She doesn't even understand what most of them are for, but she doesn't care because these things are fascinating. She goes on these trips, and it sounds like she does them like almost every day, and she loves it. And when Eric's ship first appears, she doesn't go to it thinking she's going to find her true love. She doesn't go to it thinking she has found her destiny. She just goes there because she knows humans will be there, and she wants to see them, and she wants to learn about them. It's just a coincidence for her that she finds a handsome man and falls for him. So, she's been interested in human things before Eric came along. It wasn't the only factor that made her decide to team up with Ursula. Another thing was her father. Her father genuinely cared, that was obvious. But in the moment when he destroyed all of Ariel's personal possessions, her human things, he kind of became abusive at that point. Because she hadn't really done anything wrong. She was helping another person. It was a person that he didn't trust, and he was scared for her safety, but he reacted in the worst way. Everyone has hobbies. Everyone has physical things that they've come to care about for their own reasons. You have dolls, you have trophies, you have, even your cell phone even these days. And if someone you love destroyed them for reasons that in your heart you know are wrong, you would be devastated. You would be emotionally traumatized. And you probably may not be able to forgive this person. And that's a huge factor in what drove Ariel to Ursula. She does manage to forgive him. She still loves him. But this played such a huge part in wanting to get away from him and wanting to prove he was wrong. Third thing, when Ariel does make it to the human world, and she does have her legs, people forget that she had to be reminded by Sebastian, by the way, you need to kiss him, or else this whole thing goes kaput. She was having so much fun in the human world. She was playing with puppets, she's dancing, she's snuggling up in these beds, she's playing with horses. She is so distracted by being in this world she finally wanted. She just... Watching her be that happy is such an uplifting moment. Watching her become part of the world, like she sang. Sure, she loves Eric, but she loves this world too. She wants to have both. Why can't she? And the love for Eric is not entirely like Disney-esque, casual Disney-esque, I know nothing about you, but let's get married anyway. She is a genuinely, well, maybe she becomes genuinely selfless, because when she sees Eric going off to marry Ursula without knowing it's her, at first she doesn't fight it. At first she just sinks into depression, but it's not until she's told that this is going to ruin Eric's life, that she actually does something about it, because she's willing to let him go. She's willing to let him be happy with someone else because she does love him. And I think that was incredibly moving and powerful and strong of her. Yeah, ultimately Eric saved the day. But the final nail in this coffin of my argument is that Ariel is a teenager, and she's becoming a woman. And at some point you have to let your children go. At some point, if your children are ready to go, if they found what they want to do, if they found where they want to go, they will find a way to go there. And she wasn't just trading up for a new world, she was entering adulthood. And that was really what was best for everybody. So when I see people making the flimsy argument that she only did everything for a man, it just annoys me, because aside from all these reasons, is there something so wrong about doing your hardest to get love? When did we become so cynical that doing anything for love is such a bad thing? Yes, there are limits. Yes, you shouldn't be a stalker, you shouldn't be a neckbeard. But there are some things that are really okay to do in the quest for love. And I don't think that's really as heavily criticized as it can be. If you have an opportunity to get love, it is safe, in a consensual way, then why not go for it? And it's because of this that I think Little Mermaid will still remain one of my favorites. It will still be a classic even when I'm long gone. And hopefully there will be more people who believe in what I've said than the other.